Ellenren. The sudden hush of the chaotic scene around you might calm the nerves of most people. But you know well that there is also a tension that lurks in stillness. When birds no longer sing on the breeze, when crowds no longer cheer at the executioner's block. In a quiet such as this, something often stalks unseen, like a ghost in a trembling canopy, or a predator in a congregated jungle. What sort of effect does this silence have on you?
I think he probably won't notice how deep the silence is initially. Probably just kind of getting his cognition back together first and then glancing around and looking. Once the absolute of the silence comes into play, I imagine he would probably just sit and wait.
Okay.
Because I would feel that people are watching me.
Okay. I think following that feeling and your initial instinct to sort of observe your surroundings, I'm going to have you make a perception check.
Okay. What? I need to pull up my...
And you do have a D12 support, but you can choose when to use it.
Oh, yes, that is true. Thank you. 15.
Okay. There is something that you see. Rather, less something you see, more something you feel. Because you do not find it with your eyes, nor do you hear it with your ears. There's a stern voice that projects from the back of your mind from a place years ago where a similar hush fell over your surroundings. Back then, the room that was a frenzy of grief and panic only moments ago now holds its breath against a trembling veil. The ornate doors that led you into the lavish ballroom housing your sister's engagement celebration now hold you prisoner. You stand upon the same stone platform that carried you up through the sea spire just mere minutes ago. A floating orb of light dances around you, flickering like torchlight across the walls of your impromptu cell. The magical radiance exuding from this zone of truth occasionally glints in the eyes of its caster, an elven woman across the room. She is not so exposed as you are, somehow hiding herself beneath her stark white council robes, but you can see with your dark vision well enough the shape of her. Number one, I would like to know, do you willingly fail to save for Zone of Truth, or do you try to resist it?
I think assuming that is probably, or there's some form of spell that is being cast on me like that, I would fail it willingly.
Okay.
In my time, especially with the blue bingles and stuff, would I recognize this feeling as Zone of Truth?
I think you would have been made aware of what it was.
Okay.
And for pertinence, blue bingle 1.
Oh, right. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Just want to make sure Chad is aware. What do you do in this moment? Are you just acting similarly to how you are in our current scene? Are you waiting to see what happens next? Are you trying to observe anything?
No, I guess kind of as the scene plays out, the light comes around, the elven woman will kind of come to finally, and what happened? What happened to the Novarone? Is he okay?
I will be asking the questions here.
Okay.
And you will be answering truthfully.
Okay. I understand. And then I'll just kind of sit back and...
You can see she doesn't really move, although there is a sternness in her voice that is carried through her general stony body language. She is just unmoving, resilient, a brick wall.
Yep.
Even though she's not necessarily muscular by any stretch of the imagination, she just has that imposing force about her, and you feel that force on her words. And she asks, "Why were you on the balcony with Dorsair and Novarone?"
Whenever I got to the celebration with my sister, I went to partake in a cocktail after handing her off to her betrothed. After drinking the cocktail rather quickly to enjoy the celebration, I seemed a bit off. I stumbled into... what was his first name again?
Dorsarin.
Yeah, Dorsarin. I stumbled into Dorsarin. He helped me to the balcony to get some fresh air because it is cooler out there. And then within moments of us beginning just to chit-chat, it was a fog that came up.
It was a darkness.
Darkness, okay. Everything, I blacked out. I came to for a moment. I was able to see his body, and then another spell of blackness.
What happened to the murder weapon?
The last I saw of it, it was in... Did I see a knife in his chest, or did I just see the wound?
You saw the puncture wounds,
right,
which were distinctly not consistent with a knife wound.
I'm not sure. Whenever I came to out of the darkness, the first set, he had just had a puncture wound in his chest. There was no knife or spear or weapon or nothing of the sort.
I'll get right to it. Did you kill Dorsair and Novarone?
No, absolutely
Do
not.
you know who did?
No, I would have no idea who killed Dorsair.
You see, like, for the first time, there's almost a crack in that facade as she sort of leans back a bit, mulls her words, and... Do you think that he deserved to die?
No. What would he have done to deserve to die?
What about your mother? Did she deserve to... And then, before you can answer, another man flings the doors open, red firelight pouring into the chamber as if beckoned by his agitation. "This has gone on long enough. Shahana, Elenrin is to be my brother. You have no proof, no motive other than his name. The killer has obviously escaped while you've been here questioning an innocent man." As she sort of like takes a beat, looking towards him, you see Farin now standing in the entryway, his fiery Genasi hair pouring that red light into the chamber. Your sister rushes in from behind him and embraces you as you feel her shaking in a fit of tearful worry.
I would probably... am I restrained?
You are not. No, you're just in the middle of the chamber. You were brought here immediately after.
Okay. I would immediately embrace her back and almost apologize, I guess. Sister, I'm so sorry. I told you something like this would not happen, and I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry. And just panic, basically, because I did want the night to go smoothly.
And I will... that does work. That's fine. I do just want to distinctly remind you, Zone of Truth is still up as well. So everything you said checks out.
Okay.
I'm just making sure you know.
Yeah, okay.
As she sort of like pulls her gaze up to you, you see a faint tear in her eye as she... I don't know why this trouble always finds us at the best of times, but I believe you. I can't imagine why you would bring something like that here.
Something like what?
This event.
Oh, sorry.
I understand you would... If you were capable of such things, you would not do it here.
I apologize. I thought you were referring to another incident or something else that happened while I was in this room.
Of course not. She then turns, almost like realizing that the chamber's very, very quiet. Her words are almost like bleeding out. You ever get that feeling like at a party where the music shuts off and like you've been yelling?
Yep.
Her words sort of ring out for a moment as she turns to face Shahana, the woman that was addressed by Farin, sort of eyeing her. You now see her much more clearly with that light pouring in, her veil sort of lifted. She does wear a bit of like sort of almost nun-like attire, dressed in white, elegant cleric robes, over top of some nicer like evening gown.
Okay.
She does still wear a sort of diadem of sorts that wraps around her head. Her hair does not flow over it, rather it flows under, almost as if to tame it. It is very like bushy blonde hair. As she stares you down with like these piercing eyes, you perhaps get the sense that she's actually younger than you.
What was her name again?
Shahana.
Sorry.
And in that moment, she turns back to Farin. As you wish. But House Sulane takes its duties quite seriously. I'm merely being thorough. I'd hate for someone of higher status to meet their end due to some lack of diligence on my part. Shahana then casts her gaze back towards you, and you see her. It would not be the first time.
I appreciate your thoroughness. I would have suspected myself first as well. I hold you not condemnable to your actions necessarily.
Make a persuasion check. And I'm not going to roll. I'm going to set the DC. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it is high. What the fuck is that?
That's a natural 20.
Okay.
3.
You see her actually. There's a look, almost a scowl that she wears in this moment, but it's not because she doesn't believe you. It's almost frustration. As she snaps her fingers, that light that's been orbiting you snuffs out, almost peeling away in streaks into the sky as it fades. She then turns to Farin. Well, I suppose enough time has passed. It should be safe now. I'm sure we have guard positioned outside of the building. If you'd like to start activating the lift so that we can get people out and home safely. Farin, I will put someone on it right away, Madam Swilane. As he turns and begins, you can hear his deep voice carrying into the ballroom beyond as he calls a few of the assistants up from their position within the room. You can see now that they've taken defensive positions to guard against any other intrusions from the balcony. As they rush up, they're very quick to essentially light the torches in the chamber and reposition themselves so that they can use the complex magical mechanisms that power this lift. In that brief moment, you feel Foray scoot a bit closer to you. We will talk about this more later. And if I find out that this was something you had a hand in, we may not talk much more after.
Of course, dear sister.
She says it low enough and under her breath that you can barely detect it. And so you feel as though those words are safe here. But there is, at the very least, a very palpable tension flowing in the room. I'm going to have you make a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
To see how well you can sort of keep those emotions in check.
I forever will never know what a D12 looks like.
19.
Okay. You're able to keep things under wraps in the moment. There's definitely a bit of turmoil within you, but you do not let it show. You're confident in that, at least. You leave the platform with your sister, allowing others to be escorted out, and watch as Shahana sort of eyes each of them suspiciously, taking her eyes off of you for once. And that is where we are going to start our session in earnest.
Yes.
Welcome, everyone, to Constructed Chaos, where we run our D&D live streams every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time, and where tonight we are running episode 10 of the Windsong Overture. We've been on quite the adventure so far, and things are really heating up, especially thanks to all of you in chat. We had our first Constructed Chaos last session. It was pretty crazy. A little bit of good, a little bit of bad, and you guys definitely pushed the envelope forward. I can't wait to see how the aftermath shakes out tonight. So I better get right underway with our first sponsor, Tabletop Beard, who has sent us the Monk Beard Oil today. This one smells like lemon and ginger. Maybe after that cold open, it's our monk smells a little bit like sweat. But if you would like to try some of this oil to perfectly embody your character around the table, you can go to tabletopbeard.com and use code CHAOS20 for 20% off of your entire order at checkout. Now, they are also not our only sponsor. We have the lovely Soulforge Dice here tonight with some very special additions to the Dice Candy Parade. Tonight, we have these beautiful vampire dice.
Very, very pink dice. Yeah. So regular dice are not our only offerings. We do like dice for other systems, like Vampire the Masquerade, stuff like that. So
they're gorgeous. I don't know if you guys can see this on camera, but the way the ink on the Gothic frames fades from like dark pink to white, that takes a lot of attention to detail. Yeah. Please, if you need some new dice, I think everyone always does.
Always. You don't have enough.
You should follow the link in our description below to Soulforge Dice. They post a bunch of the pictures of their lovely dice all the time and some art of their characters sometimes.
So often, yeah.
And then they do monthly drops of their fantabulous creations.
This is on the 29th?
Something like that. Yeah.
Whatever Saturday is closest to the 29th.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or I think it is the 29th.
I think it's the 20. It's the last Saturday of the month. I don't remember what the day is. Time is an illusion.
It's coming up.
Yeah.
And they go fast. We know that
two
much.
Saturdays.
Two
Saturdays.
It is the 29th.
14 more sleeps.
Yeah.
Or not. Well, don't. Yeah.
No.
Depends on how often you sleep.
You're getting too
right?
stuck on it.
Yeah.
Make it a whole thing.
Without me getting too stuck on anything else, I do want to let you guys know there are a couple of upgrades that I've made to the stream, just like little, little things, little housekeeping things. If you guys gift an item now, it will do more of an animation on stream and kind of like make sure that you know how thankful we are for that.
Ooh, that's cool.
I did also reset your chaos after last session. I can tell you that you were about 4,000 over in terms of points, and so those rolled over. But it does take 66,666 chaos points to construct chaos. So there's a long way to go. Yeah. It's not that I'm doubting you. I know you got it in there. I know you can do it.
But maybe don't. Maybe give us a minute.
Yeah, give us one break.
So, with all that said, with all that out of the way, I think it's finally time.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
I am doing it. Right now. In an instant, the sear wood falls uncharacteristically silent. The cacophony of voices crying out from the bark of the living tree no longer sing. The embers along its branches no longer crackle and hiss. The wind itself falls mute in reverence as Otira plays her master's flute. As if now under her control, the vengeful behemoth forgets its ire and turns back towards its home within the quiet arbor. Its mighty footfalls quake the ground beneath you as it leaves, and the resulting rumbles echo through you, yet still the world is hushed. As Otira completes her performance, the wind, at last, returns, and the treant continues its march, following the fading outline of a winged spirit that only one of you could see. Welcome back.
Wait,
everyone. So, Mommy, now that chat has seen the intro, and all of you have seen the intro, we rejoin our adventurers in this realm of silence, just following a rather chaotic encounter, without leaving too much to interpretation. We will get to who was able to see that winged spirit in just a moment. First, I want to ask Ellenrin one more thing, and that is, so you rolled really well on your save. I'm going to let you pick, out of the characters that were in that last scene, as we ended it, which one shows up as a faint shimmer of illusion nearby?
Yeah, I mean, probably Foray.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will say, as all of you are sort of looking out across the scene, just as that treant is sort of disappearing around the bend, around some tree cover, not quite into the distance, it's very large, but it is out of eyesight at least. You start scanning your surroundings, and you see close to Ellenrin someone just a bit shorter than him, looks about the same age, but she has long, flowing red hair, rather pale complexion. She's dressed in this elegant, beautiful, flowery gown. Excuse me. And
What happened to her?
that was my first thought.
You were trying to say dress and gown.
Yeah, I was. She appears to have been crying, but there's a stern look on her face. Just as she sort of looks away from Ellenrin and back into the distance, like almost looking through you, as you see the world around Ellenrin is a bit dimmer. Light finally begins to press through that darkness, and the illusion, almost like a shadow, is just peeled away.
Question. Is this memory adjacent? Is that illusion of a memory, or is that something Ellenrin did?
I'm gonna say make an insight check. I feel like insight would be your religion here.
Yep.
Where was the illusion?
Next to Ellenrin.
It's
was
like
my religion
almost
very
embraced
insightful.
with him.
And is it and I tell if it's an illusion or if it's like a
Oh, it certainly looks
Real
well.
bad.
or premonition.
It looks incorporeal. You can at least tell that much at a glance.
identities
But I'm gonna wait and see what Crisis.
Yeah.
So I took the support for that because
You definitely see it like in that moment.
Yeah. I took the support. So the total is 12, 18.
Okay. I think on an 18 that you can tell just instinctively based on what you've experienced here and this really intense moment, the other intense moments having dredged up a lot of memory adjacent visions for you and the rest of your party. This is probably memory related.
Oh. Like, I guess, would Christ make the connection that maybe whatever the winged thing that just came down and swept the treant away, is it related to that showing up, that having an effect?
I think with your insight, you might feel like that's part of it, but not all of it.
Okay.
Because not all of you experienced that, right?
Gotcha.
Feels like it was that combined with something else, maybe.
Okay.
Sorry, another candle.
Oh no! No!
Hey, that's another bomb.
Oh, that's just a regular chaos item too. That's so funny.
Oh, they crafted
Yeah.
a candle of underwater breathing.
Nice. A candle of underwater breathing. I can only imagine how that works. So,
Oh, I see.
Ellenrin.
Another bomb. Let's see.
Sorry, Crisis. I keep looking at you and saying Ellenrin.
All right. I mean, yeah.
Crisis, as you sort of look over this and sort of glance back and forth, trying to piece things together, it is at this point it becomes very obvious that you are the only one that sees the winged spirit flying overhead.
Okay.
Although everyone did see the illusion or whatever was near Ellenrin.
The
Okay.
phantasm. Oh, no, I just said the phantasm.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying
Just adding
Eleanor
flavor
has.
text.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Weird. Okay.
I mean, yeah, I feel like Crisis is not going to say anything right now, but...
I mean, the world is still silent as well.
Yeah.
So even as you think about it, you realize you can't. As sound slowly begins to pour back in, almost that sort of high pitched ringing enters your ear first. That tinnitus, as the world has sort of a muffle over it, until slowly and steadily the high end sort of comes through. But it's that feeling of. You feel like it's not all back. You're like almost popping your ears instinctively.
Yeah.
Did an explosion happen?
Yeah.
Like that's always in the movies. Like,
Ugh. Yeah, the 6 seconds of combat of everything that happened, and then total silence immediately after a bomb.
It was very fast.
Yeah.
And to that point,
Oh, true.
I
A
think
bomb
you
actually
see
did go
Keenan is moving prisoners back inside. Gorodar has willingly moved back into the building. And as he does, he trades with another figure that walks out. You see Alar now standing there, sort of peering out and around as sound begins to return. That was, something.
He was inside the prison?
He was.
oh, puss.
He places a hand against the door frame, closes his eyes, and you see above you, it's not like new bark growing over the hole that was created, but rather there is like a blossoming, almost bubbling burl that is formed in that spot, a knot within the tree where there was once a hole.
So, you were just inside the whole time?
I was with Gorda. I did not spend much time wasting before I came to speak with him.
Well,
This is an important matter.
if you were speaking with him, I assume you were there when he was yanked out of his cell.
I was outside of his cell. I saw it from within, and we were just wrapping up our conversation, as it were. I was questioning whether or not to believe what he said. But I think perhaps... He sort of turns to look towards the door that is now vacant, as Gordar has went with Keenan back to his cell.
Can I message Gorodor while he's
Yeah, I think so.
communicating this just real quick, just like hey, is he telling us the truth right now? Is he with you?
Well, he wouldn't be able to hear us.
Oh, he's messaging.
No, I know, but Gordar wouldn't be able to hear what Alar's saying.
Context of the.
Yeah.
You could still ask
Either
the
way,
question.
yeah,
You could
that's
ask the
fine.
question,
Like,
were
hey,
you with Alar before
yeah,
this?
that's fine.
I think, yeah, that's
Message
yeah,
isn't
yeah.
condemned to a word count like
No.
us.
Oh, he's meaning like Gordar would know who you're talking about, but
yes.
yeah.
I think
it's
it
fine.
still works out.
Yeah. The elf leader, the speaker,
Correct.
he was with me. We were speaking. As he reached a decision, will he let me leave?
I'll just let me finish talking to him.
Please let me know.
And then I guess with that, Alar, I know there's a lot going on. Is there a need for Gorodor to go back to his cell?
I think I've mostly made up my mind, and while I would like to convene with the fairies to see how they feel about their home being under threat, I would also like to speak to all of you, Otira especially.
This is Gordar.
Mm-hmm.
This is Alar.
Oh,
Alar.
This is Alar.
About Gorodor.
You all brought him here. You all supposedly cured him of his affliction. Perhaps you know him best. Is he going to show up on our doorstep lighting fires that he cannot tame again?
I think that's unlikely. I think it's far more likely he will perish in his attempt to get his family back.
Correct.
But if he is successful, I don't think he's foolish enough to come back here.
I would surmise it is more than likely that a different creature, race, person would come and do the same thing.
I am particularly curious about what you might have to say on the matter. You strike me as a deep thinker. I see you rarely without that journal in hand. He sort of eyes your hip, perhaps where you keep it nearby.
Is that the journal?
I clutch it. I just like to take notes. A lot goes on during the daytime and night, whatever. A lot goes on. And it's hard to remember the finer points of things after time goes on.
And so you do think he should go free?
Yes. After what Crisis has done and has been able to remove the influence that was on him, yes.
You could always see for yourself.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean?
Crisis sort of like holds the crystal, and will sort of extend it in his hand. You can use this. You can see the memory. You can see what Sanai. I was like, slime.
Salime.
Slimy. He's. You can see what Sanai said to him
slimy.
in the words that were used to convince Gordar down this path.
Would I be able to share that with the fairies?
I don't think so. It's a one-way trip, this thing.
They do at least trust me to an extent. I've been here for some time, and we have existed well together for that period.
I could give it to Nim.
We could give it to Nim. We could definitely give it to Nim.
Is anyone able to
I would love to give it.
right, project
The memory?
their thoughts onto another? Not in words, but or project an illusion necessarily. I mean, we could retell the story that way, arguably.
Nope.
Oh,
I'm not giving it to Max.
You can tell me about it, and like
It's not not quite the same.
I could just basically. It's like me doing shadow puppets on the wall, but a little bit better.
I appreciate
you
the
telling
effort.
the story.
It's
Are
not
you
quite.
Giving it in the sense that you're gonna let her like relive the memory.
Yes, like she
Are
would
we-
see from.
right. So are we
Crisis
not
Song.
afraid of it like
affects her.
affecting her?
No,
not
no.
second.
Because it was specific to...
Yeah,
The leverage that Sanai had was specific to Gorodar.
Yeah.
and now Gordar doesn't know, doesn't remember that experience.
Okay.
And I don't think you shared it with us, right?
I mean, I shared the fact that I took the memory, yes,
Not the actual memory, though.
but I didn't share the
You
actual.
can only
memory.
share
It's
it
only-
once.
I believe I can only
Oh.
share it once. Yeah.
He saw it. You know it.
I saw it. Yes.
That's what I'm saying. But you didn't tell us about it.
Yeah.
Did Mags ask Crisis for this, or was that just Brett asking?
A little bit
I
of
mean,
both.
a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take it however you
Call
want.
me,
Yeah.
call me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, like whenever Crisis tells Mags no, so it's gonna put his hand on Mag's shoulder, be like, "Now hear me out. What if you gave it to Mags?"
No.
I don't know if I want it.
What if you gave it to someone who has a bit more of a say on the decision-making process than Sia? Right?
Yeah.
That's
more
That's
what I
the
was
real
referring
goal
to.
here.
You see Alar sort of mulling all of this over as you guys sort of bicker amongst each other. I actually quite like the idea of allowing someone other than myself to make the decision for the fairies. I spoke to Gorodar. I have spoken to all of you. I feel my mind is swayed.
Is there a leader among the fairies?
Nim.
I speak.
I mean,
About to be.
obviously, like Nim is their
The mayor.
the mayor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I speak for them, but they are a communal bunch. There is occasionally one that is more popular than the other, but they do not necessarily govern in that
What
way.
about the ripped fairy?
I'm shocked.
What about the either the ripped fairy or the one who sounds like he chain smokes Marlboro Reds?
We don't know either of their names. I think that tells you which one's more popular.
Hey,
So much.
they seem like good people to
the
me.
name so hard I couldn't find it.
The Chidlum
think-
one is
Yeah.
Yeah.
After,
You don't need to know a name with that jaw.
I think Nim, as he sort of like eyes the movement.
We've been hyping
beneath
her
your,
up,
your
and she's
robe.
just
yeah. Like tucked in the little like neck fold.
coming out like a wrestler.
Yeah.
I believe Nim has at least earned the right to decide for herself. I want to see.
That tracks.
Nim, it's not very exciting, but it'll help.
It's magic you got here, right?
I think.
Yes.
It feels like it kind of belongs to us.
Then I would love for you to see it.
You see her like almost like eye the crystal in a way of like not sure which way to approach it.
So I'm just holding it. I'm not gonna do anything.
How do I do it?
Let me help. And I'll hold out the other hand for Nim to like sit,
Okay.
and then Crisis will sort of take the crystal and bring it up. And I imagine it's almost as big as Nim herself.
Yeah,
It is a little smaller than her.
I gotta feed it to her.
She's maybe 4 times its size. She's not super small.
Crisis will sort of like take the point of it and press it to her forehead, and as it
Okay.
does, it begins to like sort of peel away into vapor and be sort of sucked into like not sucked in.
She's snorting cocaine.
Yeah, she's starting. It sort of like begins
grind
to
it up for me?
flow and disappear around her head.
Okay.
Yeah.
As it sort of flows around her head, you see her eyes sort of glaze over, and there's a period of time where she's just sort of silent. Occasionally her wings sort of flicker in that way that might indicate she's thinking or processing this scene unfolding before her in real time. She does sort of wipe a tear away. And then when her senses begin to return, yeah, that sucked.
Oh, I
Kind
love
of dramatic.
her. I love her so much.
I think I like him a little better.
He's easier to understand now.
I'll tell the others. I do think he should have a chance to go back to his wife and son.
Or fight for them.
He should have a chance.
I agree.
Alar sort of nods. You all mind if I catch up a little later?
Would love to catch back up with you.
Okay. Got business to attend to. As she sort of like
Puffs her chest out.
steps back
Godspeed, man, Nim.
and flies off at the same like quick pace she normally does, darting through the trees like a dragonfly. But there is a purposefulness that overtakes her whimsy in that moment. It's that by itself is
Losing her
maybe a little sad
whimsy.
to see. Not your whimsy.
Can we tell that she's like
Try cocaine.
heavy now?
I think you can tell she's maybe a little down. I'll have you make an insight check to see how much you can
Stimulation.
understand.
Just to remind you.
You'll remember what happened to Wart, right?
Remind you about.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. That is
Is it a
very
good thing?
important.
I don't know.
She doesn't.
Oh, you don't know.
I just
She
told
said-
her to remind me.
Is it a good thing?
I don't know.
We'll see.
Does it not for my die? Who knows? Oh, do remind me to do the thing.
How many hit points do you have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an interesting question, actually. Yeah. We'll address
Roll
that.
me a perception in the bathtub.
21.
I really think you should have just
21.
20 under the
I
door.
almost made him like come give it to me.
So as you watch
You know.
Nim go, after taking so much time with her on this adventure so far, you're a pretty quiet guy. And I think you probably have been tracking her sort of upbeat attitude. It's a bit of a bit of a mask in its own right. Not that she is always sad, but she puts on that happy face for others. And if she's not able to do that now, then it must have been something that must have really hit her hard.
That's what I was worried about.
Zenafra, as you watch Nim go, you sort of wave by and you take a look at your hand. And something feels off about it. You ever become like hyper aware of the texture of your skin?
It's like a weekly battle for me in real life.
It is that. But rather than sort of the scaly texture that skin does often have, there's almost a wood-like ripple that runs along the whole of your skin. It's very, very faint. You have a temporary hit point.
Okay.
Just one.
Just one. Oh.
What do you do as you sort of look that over? Do you just sort of ignore it, or do you?
I'm definitely not going to ignore it, but I don't want to bring attention to it.
Okay.
I'll probably do a poor job at hiding that I'm trying to hide something.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, like just
One
enough
arm at a
that,
time,
like,
all three.
I, as Morgan, can't hide anything on my face.
Uh-huh.
And if people are very astute, like Caleb, he'll always be able to tell. So it's like, it's one of those things that, like,
Okay.
if they're looking, they might notice.
Okay. I'll say, just for us to know how, even though you admittedly are not doing a great job of it, I would still like you to roll just to see like where it falls on the spectrum of how obvious you're being. A sleight of hand check.
Okay, this one.
We do performance.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
I think sleight of hand makes a little more sense in this situation.
Yeah, I agree. Higher bonus.
Oh, okay.
12.
Yes.
Okay.
Still not great.
Yeah. Well, it's 12. I think that's probably pretty fitting for what you described. But on the scale of that, there is certainly like a moment of you sort of pull your arm back.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing greater than that. And I'll leave it up to the rest of you to see if you notice that. But in that light,
You were gonna roll. Yeah,
I
she
noticed.
That was a 12. We're rolling insight.
It was a 12. If you want.
I noticed.
I noticed too.
everyone noticed.
Yeah, I noticed.
We're all
You know what?
like-
I'm
we're
still
all-
thinking about my sister. You're good.
Great.
I mean, the
Sister.
Did
illusion.
you roll?
Your sister. Can I notice
no.
that?
Oh, I was like, did you roll really poorly?
My sister.
Must be like staring at it while we're all looking at you, and like,
You, like, there's a moment where you're trying to like scratch it off.
Yeah. I will say, I don't know, Crisis would go up to Eldrin. At least like once, like, I guess, does Alar have anything else to say, I guess?
Alar is just sort of taking a back seat, watching Nim go and waiting on the
I'll
rest
follow
of
up
you.
and talk to him if you want to do that.
Yeah, there might be a
Yeah.
little bit of
Yeah.
small talk, but yeah, he's
Yeah.
done talking bigly.
I will go over to, I'll go over to Ellenrin and be like, Ellenrin, that apparition looked a lot like you.
Oh, the
Just
younger elf.
Fancier.
He'll chuckle a little bit. She's much more she cares a lot more about her outward appearance. You could say yes.
Someone you were close to?
Yes.
No.
You know of.
You know of.
Yet.
she drowned.
Please spell her name.
That's interesting.
Yes.
Why did they appear in that moment?
I couldn't tell you. Magic, I'm assuming. But I am not sure why she suddenly appeared by me.
Like she left in shadow.
She left in shadow? I'm not quite sure what that is a reference to.
Me neither.
You were at least aware of the world a little dimmer around you in that moment as the illusion peeled away, the light sort of pierced into that,
I see
that
what you're
shell.
saying, okay.
Yeah.
Ain't wrong with my metaphors.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but if Ellen. I truly, it's not necessarily. I find something we need to discuss right now. She's a family member.
That haunts you?
No. Where did you come from?
I've been here the whole time. You just your vision is just
Right,
above.
I
where I'm
apologize.
at.
I'm sorry.
Is she your mother?
No.
It could have been something to do with the trees. As you see Otira finally beginning to speak up after like being so silent in her reverence and also confusion.
Well, I had a notion it had something to do with it, but I don't.
For the rest of the night.
Had to have been something else. The flutes don't necessarily do that on their own, do they?
Usually what people see here are people who aren't here anymore. She's still around, isn't she? She seemed about your age.
I guess that is a question now for me to ponder for some time.
I'm sorry. I hope I didn't.
No,
If you're not sure, that it was probably something else. What else happened? Did you see anything different?
it was a memory that we shared together.
And she was the one that had physical form, or at least form that we could all see.
Yes.
I wish I had enough experience to tell you for sure, but I think she'd be all right.
You see Eleanor kind of starting to like crack a little bit. I greatly appreciate your concerns. Thank you.
Sorry,
Does anybody happen to know the sending spell?
We're level 2.
I could figure it out.
Great.
wrath intensifies.
Yeah.
So go catch me a bird.
Yeah.
I'm just a little
Alive.
Wait, for real?
Alive.
On it.
That's chill.
Just the idea that you're like, as long as you're really cool, really quick, I might already have several.
I mean, Rook Mother has that staff.
Oh.
the staff of bird killing.
Yeah.
I bet those birds could send messages when they're unkilled.
Staff of woodland bean absorption.
yeah.
Tira takes a second and sorry, I'm normally at least a little more sure of what I know about these woods. I'm not sure what happened there. The flute didn't work, it didn't play, but the
But you
creature left.
summoned your master.
Did I?
The world around us fell silent.
Right. Real quick, the apparition you described when that happened,
Mhm.
Price is the only one that's.
Isis is the only one that saw it.
Just making sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, and her master was an
Alan.
What?
Yeah.
Good thing I don't remember what the
Also
apparition
stopped.
was.
Didn't talk.
said I'm not finishing that word because I'm not going to say it right.
Eric Crow?
Aarakocra.
Rhea?
Yeah.
There's so many great ways to get that wrong.
It was quiet for the rest of you as well.
It was very quiet.
You're silent.
Most deafening.
Chrysis will like lean over, just like sort of over Otira's like shoulder, sort of ducking the horn and like saying, "He's right. You did summon her. Or at least the memory of her.
So did it work?
It worked."
How can you be sure?
There are things that have been happening to me lately that I can't explain either. But I saw it.
You saw it?
I saw her wings.
I haven't seen an apparition in some time. I usually just hear them, which is a reason for the problem, I think. But if you saw her, and I've seen what you're capable of, all of you, I guess she was here. You see Alar take a moment, let her sort of sit in that realization. As it just barely begins to dawn on her, he steps forward and kneels down to her level. You have done your master very, very proud, Otira. That was impressive. Not something I've even seen from her. If you're looking for answers, as I'm sure many of you are, perhaps we wait for Nim to return and take some time to visit the Wizened Husk?
I would like that very much.
There are carvings there of older carvers. In particular, first carver herself has a carving in the husk, and by her apprentice some years ago. It is quite aged, but it should still sing. What do all of you do in that moment?
Are we heading to that place?
Are you wanting to?
There was an inn she told us of.
Whaler.
It's the wizened husk, the like
Wizened
old
husk, yeah.
tree.
The old
that
tree.
was our goal for
Yeah.
today anyway. So
Yeah.
I think we were all generally headed there,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I know the plan before Chaos
Yeah.
was to get Alar and go there. So
Yeah.
like now that we kind of have that, we have all the pieces to do it anyway. So
Let's go.
Otir, are you going to come with us?
Of course. If Alar's right and there's answers to be had there, if I can speak to the first carver, I didn't know her carving was there. That could be very useful.
Can I talk to you on the way there?
Of course. Let's put some plank behind us. As she begins to clop along the wood, she begins to lead the way as eventually Alar's sort of gliding steps do overtake, and all of you begin to move together in a group away from the fairy prison, which is now very well in hand by a very tired night shift Keenan, who is returning
Kel
back
will
to
be
his
here any
post.
minute for the morning.
It's okay.
Pat Keen on the way out. You got this. You got this.
Okay, his girlfriend's the mayor now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
I wasn't even
She's the
supposed to be on duty. I was covering for someone else.
Double.
That sucks.
Still here.
Damn.
It's the capitalism.
Oh
It'll be
no.
okay.
Oh no.
Oh. Yeah, I'll just keep an eye out for Nim because I have a question for her.
Okay.
I'm kind of getting a read for like the vibe here and like the dynamic of the fairies and everything else. I have a question for her when she gets back.
Okay.
We ain't ever seeing her again.
Nah, bro, we're
man.
we're gonna visit her.
I am making
Alex
sure
kills
she at
off
least
Nim.
makes another
I
appearance.
was gonna
Yeah,
say, if
she's not
she-
leaving you
if
high
he
and
kills
dry.
off
Oh, she hasn't.
Nim,
I can
I
make-
love her.
I can make
riot.
sending stones at some point, okay?
Yeah.
She's gonna get one.
Yep, 100%.
Can you send beyond the grave?
There's a different spell for that.
Yeah. Different one.
I would like
arguably
to.
could.
Well, at least while we're walking, I know that Mags wants to talk to Alar. Crisis would actually saddle up next to Caesarea.
Okay. I'm gonna let this happen first with Otira, since we're kind of rolling right into that.
Yeah.
What question did you have for her, or what did you want to talk about?
So as we're walking together, Max is digging through his pack, and like we're kind of trailing behind a little bit, but he's gonna produce the flute that he had found from the deck of the ship. It fell off of one of the
Tree branches.
tree branches and sprays. Well, it was off of one of the tree spray things.
Yeah.
And he's gonna say, I found this. Well, I didn't find it. It tried to kill me.
Right,
on
in the shipwreck.
Yeah, on the
Heard
deck
about
of the ship. And before, it was alive and it was talking, and it said, "You shouldn't be here."
Sometimes in particularly strong winds, in trying times, flutes speak words they felt in life. Sometimes they apply to the situation, sometimes they don't. At least as far as I can tell. If you fought it after the tree was knocked over, it's pretty likely it thought you were an enemy.
We definitely thought I was him.
So it probably meant what it said.
Does it when it captures the essence of the person, does it capture whether or not they were angry? Can their emotions change even after the fact? Like the echo of the person is still there, but they still have like autonomy over their feelings?
The tone of the flute that I carve does tend to capture the person's middle. They're most average.
Oh, so like the scale of the flute.
Their consistent state of being. So if a flute comes across as angry, that was probably a pretty intense person. Probably carried a lot of anger. I haven't carved many like that. They tend to be a bit shrill.
Right. I'm very interested in the magic that surrounds the flutes. I was gonna keep this, but after everything we saw, I think it needs to go back to you for repair, or to get put back where it belongs.
Do you mind?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
She sort of turns it over in her hand. The sun peering through the trees. It is just past sunrise, but it's still low enough that it is like shooting a almost direct ray underneath the canopies. She sort of like holds it up to that, letting the light catch the edge of the barrel of this flute. Said you were curious.
Yeah.
See, as she turns the hole of the flute towards you, she angles your eye down the shaft of it, and you see this like sort of silver inlay glinting inside of the flute.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
What?
I knew
What
when I
said
said shaft.
anything?
I knew it.
Silent.
We were all
We
thinking
were so
it.
good.
We were all thinking it.
yes, we were still in there.
This one shouldn't need much repair other than some fresh whittling. The actual inlay itself is intact, and that, I think, is what gives these flutes most, if not all, of their magical power. It's what I used to make that tea before.
Oh, the inlay is infused with the tea?
The moss.
Moss.
It's a strand of moss. Sorry, it's hard to see.
yeah.
Single strand, plucked to mimic the vibrations of the individual's voice.
Oh.
Because she'd said that like she goes and looks for like the strands of moss that match the people
Match
that
the
she's doing.
people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Frequency,
Yeah.
vibration.
Sometimes they can be hard to find. Someone's particularly soft-spoken, if they're a rare personality. But if there's anything I'm good at, I've developed a knack for that.
I know. Okay. Could you show me how to?
You okay?
Uh-huh.
I guess how to identify things to use like that. Because I'm never gonna have access to the moss if I leave here, but
I think
I imagine the principle works the same.
make a persuasion check as she's sort of mulling this over. Not necessarily knowledge she's been trained to hide, but
He's spinning that support.
Yep. It's persuasion. I have -1, so that is a 21.
Wow, how
okay?
the mighty have fallen.
Thank you, support.
Yeah, I rolled
That
a
has
12
helped.
on the support and a 12 for a -1.
That is a very nice
A
jump.
21.
God.
Thanks, support. Thanks, Chad.
12 on the support and 12. That would be a 23.
Oh yeah, I did math. Sorry.
No odds, but not like odds.
Yeah.
You know, you've carried it with you this far, and you seem pretty handy. I've seen you cobble together a few inventions that might have been a bit more on the destructive side. But if you'd like to try your hand at something a little bit softer, I can maybe coach you through refurbishing this one.
Okay.
And then, once we've given it its voice back, you can ask it if it would like to go with you.
Yeah. Would I have to drink the tea again?
No, the tea is not necessary. As a matter of fact, I haven't had it since I was very young. I haven't wanted it, but sure, it wouldn't hurt if you. She sees on your bandolier.
Yeah.
Don't use that.
Oh. Yeah. I just thought this was interesting, and
Be very careful with that. I would recommend you only give that to someone you don't like.
oh, why?
Very strong.
It's like a concentrated version of the tea.
You could say that.
Okay.
It's got some other ill effects. It works well. But, I think there's a common saying here, especially in the Basin District, that if you get too close to death, you might just become it.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. We'll make sure
sounds
to.
cool.
Yeah.
I am dead.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to be a lich for a long time.
You would not know in particular, but if you're hearing this, and I think you probably are, I'll have you make a perception check just to see if you can notice what is on.
I, as Morgan, have no idea what just happened.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, that is by design.
I don't think we were being secretive about that conversation.
Not necessarily, but it hasn't come up to you.
I just didn't hear what you said was on his chest.
This is a bandolier. She just
bandolier.
pointed the
Oh,
bandolier.
It's on his
I'm
bandolier.
carrying
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
potion on my bandolier that
You were there when he bought it.
You were there. You were with me and Sue.
You know what it is.
The poison.
It happened off stream.
yeah.
2 years ago. So it's 18.
What happened while we were in the?
You see in a
Wasn't it
vial
between streams there.
a sort of like sickly, almost violet. It looks like honey but tinged red.
And who
Blood honey.
gave this to who?
Mags has it on his bandolier.
Oh.
You're not sure where it came from, but you know he did
Oh,
not
and
have it
she's
before.
Telling him to be careful of that. Got it.
Mhm.
That's what I was confused. You didn't have it before?
I purchased it from a CD individual.
So, as you notice that, and maybe think about if you'd like to address it with
The fuck
Mags,
is
we're going to
that,
jump
Mags?
over to Crisis and Caesarea, who I'll let you tell me, are you sort of grouped up in the middle of the party? Are you lagging behind a bit?
I think we established that Mags was kind of lagging behind, so we could take a more forward of the party
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah, Crisis just sort of walking alongside Caesarea. Did you say that you were in the hem?
I did, yes.
That seems like a gloomy place.
She is quiet for a minute. And not amused. That's not the word for it.
I don't suspect that it is.
Why do you ask?
Well, mostly because I'm curious.
She does shrug. Like she's walking, like, and there's just elements where she's like, then just ask me what you want to know, Crisis. Don't dance around it.
Seems more boring that way, but fine. I think what I would want to know is, was there anything in there? How did you escape?
The second one is marginally easier to answer. But only marginally.
Does it have something to do with strange markings? the weapon?
Something led me out. I don't know what. I don't know why. I barely know how. But I know that it pulled me towards something that seemed impossible. And yet, so familiar. A ship that I had not seen in over a decade. Somehow in the darkness with me. And then she carried me out.
The ship belonged to someone you knew.
To my family, but more directly to my uncle, yes. I practically grew up on it.
You remember your uncle?
Yes, I do.
I've always wondered about him.
A lot of people do.
It's certainly a topic of fascination. As a Nerevier, many of us have an experience with the void, with absence.
It's not any of those things.
There are things there.
It's not. Years ago, I was asked what I thought was out there. And I said nothing. That was my answer. I believed there was nothing out there. Because if there was something, we would know. Someone would have come back, or something would have come out. It can't be just this thing there on the horizon forever, and have there be anything in it. And then I went in it, and I was very, very wrong. It's not a void. It is not absence. It is darkness, and it is full.
One day, would you let me see?
Maybe.
But I did for Goradar.
Not like that.
Well, that truly is very depressing.
You're welcome.
I think I'd prefer it to be empty.
Yeah, so would I. Does that answer your questions for now?
For now.
Well, you know where to find me when you want more incredibly depressing questions.
As that sort of dark cloud hangs over the near the front of the group.
Caesarea does go back, sort of hands tucked in her pockets, like walking along.
Yeah, there's like a moment where like Crisis like kind of thinks about like putting a hand and then just retracts it and just walks like
a rose.
no.
Yeah.
What are
That's a bummer.
the other three of you doing? So Xenofra, Ellenrin, I know you mentioned you had kind of noticed the vial that Mags had, but don't have to go that way if you don't want to.
I mean, I do want to ask about it because I don't know if I heard her warn him.
I think you would probably. You guys weren't. She wasn't necessarily being secretive about it.
No.
I think you would have heard her easily enough.
I was gonna say like, Sit notices Xenofra staring at the vial, and I just tell her like, it was bought of some shady shopkeeper in the basin.
What is it?
Fuck if I know.
Hey, Mags.
Hey.
You have a new jar of juice.
Yeah.
What is that?
Joy of juice.
Not quite sure. It looked, concentrated mayonnaise.
I'm thinking of mayonnaise, the texture of honey.
Oh, that's what we
Yeah.
call
The jars
aioli.
of from holes.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Mayonnaise.
Yeah.
No, it was just an an item that I saw, and
Like, I
It was
heard her
very-
warn you.
yeah, I didn't know it was dangerous.
Were you just buying it for yourself? Like,
No, the lady told me it
just
was
trying to trip.
no, it wasn't that. The lady told me it was a concentrated version of the tea we drink, and it was intriguing, right? I wanted to understand its properties, and as you're talking, Mags is like pulling out his herbalism kit, and like shit's falling everywhere. And he's like, "See, if we break it down with this right here," and he's pulling out like a little distillery and
So you
stuff.
still haven't figured out what it is.
Not yet. I just got it last night.
Well, I guess careful.
Oh yeah. Well, she said to use it on enemies or not people I like. So
Yeah, but
you're
don't
fine.
use it on yourself is what I mean. Like, don't spill it.
Okay.
No.
Um,
That it was supposed to sound like genuine concern. I don't think it did.
Most half-hearted. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll try.
We had a player paralyze himself for like hours on like a crit fail on a poison check, but like alone in his room. And so we're like, we have no idea.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious.
I watched the apothecary.
I don't know if you did it on purpose. I just realized your roll was correct because you have a level of exhaustion.
yeah, it was.
So it is
I did not
21.
do that.
Yeah.
No.
That works
Now's
out.
the time to experiment.
I
with yourself for sure.
reminded myself earlier in the session about that, but thank you for reminding me.
Yeah.
But I promise I won't hurt anybody else with it.
Exactly what I thought.
guess
He
just-
intends to use it himself.
There were too
Yeah.
many question marks in that sentence.
Well, all right, Mags. I guess let me know when you figure it out.
Yeah, you know, this world's full of mysteries, right?
Yeah,
And
sure.
there will always be things to find, research, you know. But you know, at the same time, I don't want anybody else to get hurt because of me.
Well, I wasn't suggesting that you did.
Yeah.
It just seems like a dangerous concoction that you're carrying.
Well, it
here.
most certainly is
Yeah.
dangerous. Yeah.
There's for sure a user manual for it somewhere.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
He's not
Threw it
gonna
away
read it.
immediately.
Yeah.
didn't buy that.
Yeah.
I can't help but notice you keep saying anybody else.
Yeah.
Do you plan on taking this yourself, little one?
Well, I
I
don't.
like calling him
Maybe
that.
not the whole thing.
A shot.
Small doses.
Microdose.
Microdose. Yeah. Look, all the greats. You know.
Terrence McKenna.
Yeah.
It's canon now.
all the greats. They come to a point where they have to figure out a way forward, and most of the time, they don't want to do it on test animals or like things of that nature.
Isn't how
You
old
say
were
that
these
in my
greats
first
when they
stanza.
died?
Oh.
Yeah, we didn't talk
The
about
young-
Muri Murray.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of
No,
really
come the-
famous greats who went out
come
way
the-
too early.
I'm not
We've all heard the
tale.
tale of Freddie Mercury poisoning. Cautionary tale.
Come to think of it, they weren't that old. I think, yeah. No.
Just food for thought.
Okay.
When he says that, though, it very much persuades me. You have a -1 in persuasion, but it's probably like a +5 for me. I was like,
You're like a
easily
-3
persuaded.
right now.
Yeah.
specifically with Mags.
Yeah.
I'm like, you are the scientist, so just
Clearly an expert.
Fledgling
If-
scientist, I guess.
If I could ask a pointed question, as like internally, as Zenafra offers this advice to Mags not to hurt himself with this unknown magical substance, how does she feel about the weird imprints all over her body right now?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think.
And that can be an answer
Yeah,
too.
I think she's just kind of vibing with it and maybe pretending like it's not there, but doesn't feel like she has the time or mental capacity to give it energy.
Okay.
Gaslight
me
yourself.
now.
Yeah. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl,
Girl
boss.
boss.
That's right.
So as the six of you continue your journey through Seer, you're seeing now many of the festival goers beginning to leave their abodes and enter the streets of Seer proper, visiting marketing stalls as they're just starting to open up, looking for different flutes that haven't been spoken to yet. And in particular, though the weather is not poor, the wind is decently strong today. They seem completely unawares of the great feat of heroism you all just completed, the danger that they might have been near. At this distance, you ascertain that they may not know that there was a treant at all.
That's good.
What time is it?
You're welcome.
Very early morning.
8:15.
Okay.
You know,
Just
ignorance
past
is
sunrise.
that kind of thing.
I'm so glad you brought up we're walking through the market.
Yeah.
Are there any Ellenrin is spiraling right now? Are there any stalls that have spell scrolls? Or spell none of us are wizards. No.
Not yet.
I mean, technically, sending is on the cleric spell list.
Yeah, and I can use.
Yeah.
scrolls.
I'm looking for a sending scroll specifically.
Mm.
As you're sort of
You say sending.
Sending. I'm gonna grab
Okay.
and if there's I'm gonna try to grab 2 of them.
okay.
Because if I see Eldrin's spiraling, Crisis is like, let's go.
I'm trailing behind to intervene if needed. I'll be third in the list of this because I see Crisis beeline to Ellen and I'm like, okay.
As you're walking through the stalls and sort of eyeing almost frantically the wares at each stall, much of what you see the stall that you saw the night before with some of the fresh food that is much more fresh now than it was the night when you had it. That Furbolg continuing to sell his goods to festival goers as they enter the market. You continue onwards. You see someone using different flutes in different shapes. They are not the typical long, slender flutes, but you see like ocarinas and things like that as they sort of play for a couple of kids that have gathered. You hear cheerful tunes. You hear these sad melodies on occasion, just trying to evoke any bit of interest from these little kids to see if they can make a sale.
I push through the children. Do you have spell scrolls?
You see...
I push the one too.
Stop.
You see in particular, there is another stall that has another carved good, but they are not flutes. They are instead masks. Many of them are very shoddy and not particularly well done, vague shapes of humanoid faces. But there are a couple that definitely stand out as nicer pieces, actually like near the top row of top shelf. Yeah.
Self man.
I wonder how Crisis feels about these, but as you may begin to wonder the same thing, your eyes drift towards another stall. There is a dark-skinned elf with a long-brimmed hat, big-time witch vibes. As she actually has a twig of searwood, she blows it out over a crowd of, like, young adults. As she, in that moment, you see her sort of lift her hat, and a rat sort of scurries out, runs across their feet as they sort of dance back. She goes, "You should see your faces!" As of everything you've seen, you're kind of getting near the end of the main thoroughfare of the Windsong Festival. This feels the closest to a magical practitioner.
Got it. I will, as we pass the masks, I'm not going to stop and look at any of them in particular, but I will kind of point Crisis faces, and I'll keep going to the creepy witch lady.
I would like to, before, like, as this
very
is
much not
happening,
distracted.
Sit's gonna like dart and kill the rat.
Oh no, I just know you like
Okay.
Yeah.
Make an attack roll. Is this with your claws or your dagger?
Claws.
Okay. So this would be with
Oh,
your
it's cocked.
this would be with your strength modifier and distinctly.
My strength, Wait.
I don't know.
Trying to kill the rat.
Oh, it's plus.
The
Oh,
rat
it's a
runner.
19.
that
Okay.
makes sense.
With a 19, you absolutely snap into the rat. I will say, roll your damage. I believe for you it's a D4 as a tabaxi.
Did you
Yeah.
wiggle your butt in the air before you tried to catch it?
And do you have
like my tail twitch. Yeah.
do you have a positive modifier for your strength?
Yes.
Okay, roll it anyway, but you definitely kill this thing.
7.
Okay.
Oh, wait, 3.
no. You
3.
can't
Sorry,
be
I
sad.
added the plus 4.
No way.
I was like, how?
No.
Okay.
Or-
As you leap out, ensnare the rat, and you hear just a very slight as you pounce on it. The witch-dressed lady sort of scowls at you. Hey, that was mine.
Here you go. And I hand her her dead rat, and I walk
You
back.
walk
to,
up and like drop it with your mouth.
It's like a present. Like you gave her a present. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
and I just walk back to like the group.
She holds on to it and just sort of flings it. I wasn't particularly attached, but you're lucky it wasn't a pet.
I don't even hear that at that point because my back's already to it.
Yeah.
Going to the
Knock
group.
something
Okay.
off of a counter.
Anyway,
Knock something off the counter.
regardless of your friend, do you seem, and he'll start to kind of realize he's panicking, and you seem to be a witch.
Witch! Thank you kindly.
Yeah, of course, of course. Do you happen to sell spell scrolls?
I don't sell those things, but I do offer my services for a price.
Okay, wonderful.
Witch.
Do you know the spell Sending?
Yeah.
Are you hoping to speak to someone? Someone
Far away.
far away?
Yes, I don't need this ribble rabble. The sending spell. Do you know it?
I know something that might get you the answers you need.
I'll put 2 gem tags on the counter.
Oh, it's going to cost a bit more than that. If they're that far away in particular, I might need something closer to 5 times that amount.
No, okay, that's understandable. Do you know the sending spell?
That's not bad.
Sending, no. But I could partition the powers that be.
I love her.
It's full of shit.
There's a
You should
wheel.
definitely
Wheel woe.
petition the powers that be.
I'm kind of gonna look over at Caesarea and probably over at Crisis, and
This just has mask.
Elenrin.
can you talk to her?
I'm not talking to her. She is going to take your money.
I'm not
Fleece you.
talking to you.
Fleece you for everything you have.
Okay,
She is going to petition abstract powers that be. If she had what she wanted, she would have told you. And she would have told you a set price. Very well established amongst any respectable spellcaster. And you know this. Elenrin, what is so important?
I need to make sure someone is okay.
Have you considered paying a very fast courier instead of hiring a witch at a festival?
Well, if you're not going to buy anything, then move along. This isn't a therapy booth.
Hey,
Well,
listen here, sister. I will jump over this counter, and that's not a threat.
That's a flirt.
It's a threat.
No,
She
it's
begins picking up her tarot
not.
cards.
Yes.
Just in case.
She's doing readings?
Hmm?
She's going to sleight of hand, and all you're going to get is the tower, Elenrin. She's going to tell you everyone you love is going to die. Like,
I want a reading.
Everyone we love is going to die. It's a matter of when.
spend your money here, Mags, if you'd like.
Sure.
Jim
Mags
tags.
is Mags is like on the I haven't slept all night cracked out. He's like, everything's like, ooh.
Yeah. I think if Elenrin doesn't object, I do think I'm gonna be like, thank you so much, and try to like steer you away.
Yeah, I don't. Calming down and kind of coming to and realizing, like, yeah, she just like took a huff of a cigarette and like blew this smoke over these,
She's hotboxing a
Children
bunch of teenagers
and- yeah.
and then doing tarot readings.
the rat out of her hat.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool.
This is Luciana written all over it again.
Oh my god.
I'll leave her alone. Oh, do I hit her? No.
No, she didn't do anything. She didn't do anything.
Punch her.
Then she stabs
You
you.
see, as you kind of like look back over your shoulder, she's already speaking to another there is an older person who has now approached, not somebody extremely up in years, but you see, I think, a halfling, perhaps, who has a bit of gray in their hair, not a ton, bags under their eyes, and as they sort of nod along, hanging on every word she gives them, she takes another long drag of that searwood stick and lets the smoke drift into the atmosphere as you...
Elrin, she's
away.
high as fuck. And you were going to give her all of your money.
No, not all of it, but I was prepared to give her a considerable sum of it.
Considerable amount of it.
Yeah, no, for
So
sure.
who are you trying to contact?
That doesn't matter.
I like this range of emotion you have, though. I didn't suspect it, honestly.
You'll want to talk, Mr. Emotion.
I have.
You.
Crisis just makes it like he's prestidigitation to make it rain on Elrin's head.
All right, leave each other alone.
This is a pretty accurate description of how I'm feeling right now.
Oh shit, wait, I don't have prestidigitation. I use mending.
Wrong character.
If there's any way that I can get in contact with, what is the place I'm from that I can't think of the name?
Release?
No.
Specifically.
Oh, yeah.
Evrain. If I can contact Evrain to make sure everything is safe there, because it has been
Does this have something to do with the
Days.
apparition?
possibly. I don't know. I just need to get in contact with somebody back home.
You don't have ways to contact people back home?
I mean, I have ways to pay people to contact someone back home, but sending
You
a
asked.
Wow.
courier or someone that is
Nobility.
slower than...
You asked the carver.
No.
Oh.
Is she with us still?
You asked if she
Yeah.
had sending, and I think Alar and the Carver are both still with you.
Yeah.
If you need to send a missive to, said Evrain? That's south of Orleans, correct?
Correct.
We may be able to send word ahead.
How quickly can you send word ahead?
It may take some time for it to get there and for it to return. I doubt you'd still be here by then. Perhaps a couple weeks.
So where's my bird? And I like,
You're
Start off
familiar
to
with the
look for a
distance. You traveled it yourself.
Yes, unfortunately.
I'm sure it took you no less than a week to get here.
No more than. No. I'm not worried about sending a
I could send a missive and tell it to meet you elsewhere, if
I-
there's somewhere you're going next.
I will follow up with you on that once a destination is set. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Please, let me know. It's the least I can do for everything all of you have done for us. If Seer has shown you something troublesome, and you wish to ease your nerves, I wish to help.
Thank you. For a second, Elrin kind of... So you're telling me there's no spell scrolls in this city?
You may have a hard time finding spell scrolls for sale this close to Talismyr.
are they buying them up?
So maybe the
Not-
further
There's no trade in them. No
Persecuted.
magic.
Oh.
Like,
Oh,
yeah.
maybe the
Oh, it's
further north we get, the luckier we'll get at finding.
Well, magic is pervasive here in these woods, and these people know it, these people practice it.
Not like that.
Having it written feels... There's a permanence to it, and a danger in carrying it
Mm.
openly.
These are oral tradition people.
Yeah.
It's-
Very well. I appreciate all the help that you can offer. I guess let's continue with our... Crisis, did you want to stop at the face store?
Face store?
Could always
Sorry,
get a
the
new one.
It is lightly offensive, and I'll forgive you for it, because I witnessed you want to punch someone in the face, and that was quite entertaining.
Oh,
I think he's just trying to join in your interests.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Elrin is welcome to take off the mask they wear now, and then don another one if they want.
this is...
Ooh.
Okay.
Y'all kiss.
Punch him.
Mwah.
No, I just thought you have those masks that you switch on and off. They're like faces for you.
I only have the one.
Do you?
You bought the other two.
you got
from-
it.
But that one I
don't
just strapped on over the other one.
I see.
And
Okay.
it was like, and it's not even like a full.
Take
That's
off
what you mean.
sunglasses, and there's a second
Exactly.
Yeah.
round of
Yeah.
sunglasses underneath.
This is the original.
Yeah.
Do you want more masks?
No,
Oh,
unless they're fun.
okay.
Max
These
can make
aren't
fun masks.
These aren't that great.
Oh, yeah, and I get that. I was just wondering if that would be something you want.
Don't ask him about his interests too much. He'll get offended.
Yeah, I see that. You should watch.
I am going, like, at this point, Caesar has kind of caught Ellen's arm. She's like, if the 5 of you don't mind, could I herd all of you cats back towards this fucking tree?
Yeah.
As the 6 of you continue to move along, accompanied by Otira and Alar, it is not much further as you wind down several trees, move across several platforms between, and eventually get closer to water level. As the tree line begins to thin and you start to see a more expansive view of the bay beyond the eastern sea that lay even further than that, you do see now a small sort of jagged structure sticking out alone above the water as waves sort of push in from the wind blowing in off the eastern coast. They sort of seem to lap and crash into it. But that is not the only thing you see from that direction. You also see 2 parallel runs of rope, quite taut, that run back towards another platform that you're walking just shy of now. You see they round a sort of wooden bearing, and they're just continuously spinning both to and from this husk of a tree out in the bay. There are knots tied in the rope, and there is a small wooden ferry that appears to have 2 hooks on either side that can latch onto the rope, at this point decoupled from it. As Alar approaches, here we are. I think we're early enough that we should get our first pick of speaking to the voices in the poisoned husk. Anything you'd like to do here before we set out?
I think we're ready.
Okay. As Alar approaches, he maneuvers towards a sort of lean-to thatch hut near one of the side of the tree. As he gets near, he sort of dings a little bell. As a couple of fairies flutter out, he speaks to them for a moment and then steps onto the small boat. As they wait for all of you to board, there is enough room for all of you. It is about 3 times as large as Yaret's skiff. It is a small ferry. Okay.
All aboard.
All of you get aboard. The fairies latch each of the hooks onto the knots of the rope. As it continues to move, the ship suddenly lurches. It's not moving particularly fast, but that rope does not slow down. And you start to understand why as you draw near to this driftwood husk of a tree. Just off to the side of it, a relatively newer structure you see is a water wheel that is being perpetually churned by the current coming in that powers this rope mechanism. But I think, Mags, your own interest is held by this inventive device, but the rest of you are very quick to move your sights towards this tree that appears more and more impending as you approach. Skeletal in nature, there is something about it that feels more like death than even the rest of the searwood. It itself, as Otira has told you, is no longer alive. And you see the root structure beneath it sort of create this canopy itself, almost like an open mangrove. That is where the ferry appears to be leading you. And as you sort of drift under it, waves sort of lapping up against the roots of the tree, you feel that shade sort of wash over you. And then you see, as your eyes adjust, just this expansive interior come into view. Just above you, there is a bit of netting that you can climb out onto a wooden floor, and beyond that, it is just seems a lot like the fairy prison in terms of how tall and impressive the interior of this is. But rather than being so dark and gloomy with a single pinprick of light, there are light shafts piercing in from every direction. There are faces carved in every surface. Benches line the edges of walls where there are a few people here earlier than you, speaking to various carvings with amazement and wonderment in their eyes. Alar is able to pretty nimbly climb out of the ferry, even though it is a climb for him. You ascertain that he may do this quite often, as he offers a hand to the rest of you.
I'll take it.
As everyone stands within the wizened husk, the perhaps more a library than any library before it, as it contains so many multitudes of voices, so many past lives within it. We are going to go on a quick 10-minute break, and when we come back, we're going to learn some lore.
Let's learn lore.
Make sure to stick around through the break. Join the raffle for some extra chaos points. And I'll shout out the comment from last session because I knew I was forgetting something.
Oh, no.
We'll see you guys in just a bit. Don't go nowhere. Bye.
I love the use of fairy and fairy.
Oh, terribly sorry. I didn't know anyone would be here while the stream was running. Give me a moment to tidy up. It's much better. Well, while you're here, we might as well take a moment to thank all of our members for supporting the channel and bringing this stream to life. A huge thanks to Tides of Mo, Tabletop Beard, Grim Reaper, Atmos Seeker, Justinian of Darkport, Angel Jobert, Angel of Darkport, Brett Venable, Dutin 103, Zebek Longfang, Lil Tired, XIVM, Jason Miller, Corey of Darkport, Ruby Rod, Sam Huffpower, Daniel Struve, Agile Monk, Jude Eshett, Russell Mooney, Licia Harding, Saft 911, Felsi, Drazadi, Renarius Ash Kevrin, Tom Server, Meta Lisa, Dwayne Bradway, John Royal, Danny Leo, Soulforge Dice, Darius Rex, Sneaky Pinky, Tracy Mitchell, Darlian, Dark Ritual, Jag Money Entertainment, Macklefresh, James Carr, Meanbot 69,000, Cosmic Falcon, Stormcrown, Ulysses V2, Zapstride Gaming, Corlian, HMD Tex, Anton Davitatis, Edward Clay, Golden 21, Jason 96, Bijon Jax, DeAndre Goodwin, Mr. J, Del 505, Top 0240, Kaz, Jim Douglas, Chuck, Joseph DeBroseph, Kendra Thomas, M. Palmer, Ethan X, High Sierra, Randexon, Dead Reckoner, and Vesper Salvation. You know, members get tons of unique benefits as well, like these weekly shoutouts and emojis that they can use in the stream chat, and a heaping helping of chaos points that can be used to, well, perhaps it's better to show you.
Welcome to Constructed Chaos, a D&D live play channel where you get to control the game. Join us on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Central Time for our in-person live stream that allows you to influence our adventures in major ways, from alternate plot points to rerolls to absolute chaos. And tune in on Mondays at 7 for our brand new Chat Plays D&D format where you get to roll the dice and pilot the characters themselves straight from the live stream chat. And between it all, there's tons of homebrew content and guides that we release every single month. So be sure to subscribe to the channel. And until next time, go out there and make some chaos.
Greetings, viewers. Bramble Backfoot hopping by to let you know about our monthly homebrew packets issued to all those brave enough to join the ranks of our prestigious order. With a plethora of items, monsters, mechanics, and more, it's easier than ever to bring chaos home to your table. So become a member and let's fight the forces of evil together.
Thank you. You're all too kind, and the drinks are on me tonight. Ha 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 ha! Oh, you must not have enabled gifted memberships. Let me show you how. What you'll want to do is make your way over to our channel page and then add /allow_gifts. From there, you can turn on the toggle for free stuff and join in the chaos. Now for my next tune, a little ditty about a dead necromancer named Pinky.
Hello, Drazad here. Oh my god, you have got to come check out all of our wares. We have so many different things. Help support the stream and get yourself some new magic items as well over at the Constructed Chaos store.
Perfect beard brew, perhaps lizard wart, or giant scorpion venom, and a watcher's eye stalk. And just a little dust of undryness. Not on his crafting table! Smells pretty good, actually. Fireball! Bring home the chaos of juniper forest and magical embers with my own personal beard products in partnership with Tabletop Beard. Welcome to the middle of the video. Enjoy these beautiful handmade dice. Isn't this nice? Brought to you by Soulforge Dice. Bear Dritz here, letting you in on a little-known ranger secret that'll keep you satiated in the wild, even when you have no rations left. Ew, not that. I'm talking about subscribing to the channel and hitting that bell icon. It's easy to miss the signs of a stream going live if you're not prepared. So make sure to do that and... What was that? Hold it right there, adventurer. We're looking for some deviants that refuse to like this video while they're still watching. You wouldn't happen to know anything about this heinous crime, would you? Well then, as you were, but stay out of trouble.
It appeared out of thin air when they found it, as if by the will of the plains themselves. A curious and mysterious bauble that has turned up time and time again throughout the ages. Some have studied it all their lives, hoping to unravel its uniquely fascinating magical properties. Many more have used its power for their own, though all falling victim to fate in the end. Now, it calls to you. By chance, by destiny, by desire, it matters not. It calls to you, and it calls to be cast from your palm, so that it might deliver unto you the unknown wonders held within.
How much longer are they going to... excuse me. Are they still not back? Wait there just a moment. I'll fetch them for you. The little chaos gremlins. You have people waiting, you know!
Welcome back, everyone, and congratulations to
We got it.
Sassy Van. Congratulations on your 1,000 chaos points. Thank you for sticking around through the break, and thank you for putting up with me always forgetting the comment. I need to highlight the comment from last session. This one comes in from our very, very good friend Dwayne Bradway. He says, "No touching my Dutchie" is a phrase that will live rent-free in my brain for years.
You were so excited about that one too. I can't believe you forgot.
I know. I loved that quote. Thank you, Dwayne. I when you highlight it like that, it's definitely going to live in my brain for quite a long time as well. No touching my Dutchie. It just rolls right off the tongue.
I'm deleting it.
No, come on.
I've been thinking it's Dwayne Brady the whole time.
Yeah,
Like, oh, that's so clever.
Dwayne Bradway.
Okay.
Thank you, Dwayne, so much. Enjoy your 1,000 chaos points. Spend them wisely. We've kept our adventurers topped off on support pretty well here. And I know we have gifted an item that went to very good use already. That can happen again. And that chaos crystal is quite dormant right now, but I've seen you guys be plenty chaotic before. I know you. I know you. So that's it. Let's dive back into
It's taken us 3 episodes to get to this tree.
the Wizened Husk.
I'm going fishing.
As the 6 of you enter, along with Alar and Otira, Alar allows you to sort of settle, take a moment to marvel at the expansive view all around you, the winding staircases leading to even higher and more out-of-reach carvings. What question do you have for the flutes? Perhaps I can guide you in the direction of the right voice.
Whenever we first walk in and like we're looking around, I'd like to ask, is this where Mother is gonna live?
No, she would probably be in the branches of one of the living trees. This tree wasn't dead when it was carved into. That's why the voices here are so old. They're some of the first that were made. And hopefully we can keep them here for a while. Even though the tree is dead, we've been reinforcing it as best we can.
I was hoping to speak with the first carver.
You see Otira sort of like glance towards Alar as he... It is a pretty common request. Right this way. As he begins to lead you among several corridors. This husk is not a perfect circle. It does sort of wrap and wind around certain bends. And as you enter a staircase that looks like it moves into a hollow corridor, it does open up to another expansive view of the floor back down below you, just allowing you to marvel a bit more at the grandeur of this space. Follow up several flights of stairs until reaching a carving that does not look particularly detailed. You see a face that has been weathered by years and years. You can still barely make out 2 small tusks overlapping the top lip. You can see that while the shape doesn't have a lot of hair. It looks intentionally so, almost as if the individual was bald except for a small perch of hair near the back that extends into a ponytail before fading into the bark, or rather the wood itself.
It's got a skullet.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Skullet.
So, how does this work?
Right into the mic.
Do I just
They get stuck.
talk to it?
The wind is quite strong now. If you were to get close enough and speak loudly and firmly, I believe it should respond.
Crisis sort of looks around at everyone else.
How many? Asking Otira this. How many carvers are there, or have there been?
I'm not sure of the exact number, but I know they've been around for almost 400 years.
Oh, Jesus.
Is it like one a generation?
Generally speaking, some are not quite as long-lived. There's never been an elven one. I know that much. Dootin 103! Oh my gosh, welcome in, man. It's been so long.
Haven't seen that name in a minute.
Yeah. Dutton, I'm going to get it right, even though it has been a while. Dutton, thank you so much for being here. He says, I've been here in the stream. I'm so glad you all are still weaving tales and spreading the great creativity that is D&D. Much love to everyone. Keep rolling with all the chaos you can muster. Dutton, that is so very kind of you. Thank you for the 20 bones. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the kind words. We miss you, man. Hope you're doing well. And Saf says, I'm a husk if a man. I think you might have meant I'm a husk of a man.
No, I like that.
But thank you for the $2.
You gotta put a question mark at that.
Okay, that is a lot more than I was anticipating. I don't believe I have any questions for the first carver. Have you ever made a flute for a Nerevier before?
Ooh, I think this question was asked. I think someone asked this.
I did, to the current carver.
Oh, you asking
to the first carver?
You're asking the first? Okay.
All right.
As you...
We don't get one question, right?
It's
no,
like one question.
they mentioned that they are longer.
Okay,
They can speak for a while.
I was like, wait, I think... Hold on.
3 questions.
How many?
Are you dead?
3 it answers, yeah. I know the D&D movie did it first, but it's such a good bit.
It really
It is.
Oh, yeah.
No, thousands of tables in people's basements did it first. Let's be
True,
so real.
true. As you ask this question with fervor, with a sternness in your voice, with intention, you see almost a shuddering roll across the flute, almost as if a pipe organ is being like shifted on, allowing a channel of wind to float towards the mask that is now mouth agape, and you hear, I have not. No.
That's the only question I have.
If they did, would they remember?
They would remember. I think they know what they knew in life, at least. They may not know much of what's happening today.
No, I mean, if she made a
that
flute
answers
for a
my
narrative
question.
year, she wouldn't remember.
I don't know. I'm gonna get this out there just to get it
That
out.
is an interesting thought experiment, actually.
Right. So
What I know of the Nerevier flutes that I've seen, they don't make sound. They fall silent.
That's incredibly
Perhaps when
sad.
they're carved originally, they might make some sound, but they never do speak for the Nerevier that have gone before.
Like
The carver remembers making it?
Carver said she didn't.
No, I'm saying the carver of the flute that was made for a Nerevier.
They wouldn't remember making it.
Yeah.
Not the
Okay.
Nerevier themselves.
Okay, that's
It's
what I
almost
was-
like the flute forgets the Nerevier as well.
Gotcha. Okay.
How long has Otira been the carver? I know it's relatively recent.
Only a few years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then there would be Never mind. These are the first carvers. The previous carver wouldn't be in here, right?
And that's why she was working on the flute so hard, because she hasn't been able to carve her master yet.
Ah. Yeah.
Yep.
May I?
Damn it.
Of course.
Sorry, I interrupted somebody else.
No.
You see Crisis sort of like step up. You said to speak sternly, clearly.
With intention.
There's a moment where like Crisis like
They seem to understand when they're not being spoken to.
Christ like paces back and forth several times, and just keeps like sort of putting their hand to their mask.
I'm just seated like across, just watching, like a tennis
having
match.
a
Like watching. Like,
Are you focusing on your question or the way to ask it?
Both.
Let me know if you need me
we need to
ask.
workshop it. We could really,
I can be intent.
Wind is quite strong
I've
today.
noticed.
If this needs to become less question and answer and more conversation, I'm sure the voices would be able to facilitate that for at least a time.
Crisis like straightens up, walks over to the mask, sort of then droops again, gets closer to it to like sort of whisper to it. Was there ever a god that walked in these woods?
Some did say there was something divine in the branches of the seerwood. If there was, I did not know their name. But I did carve an individual who might have discovered its secrets in time.
Do you know who they are?
You would be looking for Nanjanol, Luxodon. You see Alar sort of nod. This is a historian, a traveling historian who spent a great deal of time in Seer. They were carved and passed away some years after the first carver. I remember them well and knew to seek them out for questions myself when I was old enough to have them.
would you mind repeating that name?
It is Nanjanol. Nanjanol.
Oh, so
What a
close.
name.
Yeah.
Obvious.
Luxodons have weird names.
Cheryl.
There was literally a Luxodon named Cheryl in our first campaign.
Oh, yeah.
Short for Cherylaz, but
I like Cheryl.
Mhm.
It's a guy.
That's how they get you.
Layers. Are they still alive?
What he just said.
no.
They died.
Oh, right, they carved.
Nanjanol was old when I met him, when I was young.
Are they here?
Yes, I can take you to him if you have no other questions for the first carver.
Alex, in the two memories that Crisis has gotten, where
Mhm.
they've heard the sort of bit of static and like the recalling, and like someone was saying, like these things cannot be committed to like words, like pen, something like that.
The ink that fades,
Ink that
pens
fades.
that lie.
Pens that lie. Crisis would ask them if they know who said that or who came up with that or what that means.
Like repeat the phrase. and
Repeat the
ask forever.
phrase. Yeah. Because it's a very specific phrase.
It is not voice I've heard myself, nor the words do they ring any sentiment for me, though it sounds to me as if you've encapsulated the very nature of the seerwood itself within those words. It longs to remember. We only help it.
Crisis just scratches the mask. And then, thank you.
You're welcome. as the voice you notice is getting like more and more almost like withdrawn and a bit quieter every time it responds. The tonality and the level at which it's projected, I would say, actually remains about the same, but it's almost like the voice itself is fading into the background of like a somebody using a phone really far away.
Okay,
you know?
gotcha. Well, can we go to the Loxodon?
Of course, to Nanjanol. It's not a far walk from here.
I don't remember the name.
This fucking name.
Before we go, I want to find somewhere to affix my flute to catch the wind. My flute.
Okay.
Is there like a receptacle for?
You absolutely see as you're wandering the intricate pathways that lead throughout this husk of a tree. You see a bunch of openings as wind blows in, almost channeling their own sort of like resonance as you walk by. But yeah, there's plenty of area, small holes in the structure.
Particularly where there's a strong breeze, and I'll fix that one in there.
Okay, you find as you're wandering an area on the eastern side,
and like this.
I will actually say that as you look back towards Otira, she's actually sat down cross-legged in front of the first carver. You go on ahead. I'm gonna stay behind a bit. As she begins to.
Oh yeah, Guard. You ask all the questions you need.
Yeah. What an amazing thing to be able to reach back to the line of.
Kind of like the Avatar.
A little bit like that. Kind of like.
With way more steps.
Kind of like Kung Fu Panda. That's another old quote.
Really old quote. Watch Campaign 1 if you want to get that one.
Mags, I'm going to have you make a perception check to see if you can hear the first thing Otira asks.
Okay. Avatar.
It is.
I know, it is.
Or My Hero Academia. That too.
Alex is really good at
Deku.
accidentally copying a bunch of stuff and then not realizing it.
Well, I mean, it's just like.
I know.
generic
I know.
tropes,
I
you
know.
Inspiration.
It ain't broke.
I'm gonna use that too.
It ain't broke. You do have
The phrase is not aged well given the advent of things like generative AI, but the old phrase of true art is theft, or art is theft, all art is theft, is what comes to mind.
Cave paintings.
Yeah.
Those aren't.
Serious form of flattery.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you
Everything
go.
After that, all art is imitation.
Yeah.
In some way. That is a. You said perception?
Say the number.
Mm-hmm.
15.
You're able to hear at least the context of what she's saying. More or less, she asks, how did you know how to do what you do? You were the first. And you hear this individual respond in a lower hushed tone, flow of words that you can't hear specifically, but almost sound like they amount to that there's an oral tradition of understanding these woods are magical, passed through her tribe to her.
Okay. And she was just like the first to like
Put it into practice, perhaps.
put it into physical manifestation. Interesting.
So you find an area to affix your flute in an area that is more wind blown than others on the eastern side. I'm going to say make a survival check and to see how well you can attach this, fasten it. And I'd like to know exactly how you're doing that.
I mean, I'm wondering if Max has created a zip tie yet.
For sure.
If it's a zip tie or rope or just some sort of fastener in that light, I would say you're maybe stringing it between two large holes that have a barrier between.
Bubble gum.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of that nature probably.
Okay. I've got a DC in mind.
He's got to have something in his dispenser.
Ooh, let me check that. That's a good call. Hold on a second.
Mayo.
Ooh, the mayo.
Yep. Use mayo like
Great,
it's
the great binder.
The bonding agent. Yeah.
Well, I guess it could be if you're doing like an emotion.
It's super thick mayo.
Yeah. And old.
The classic bonding agent mayo.
Yeah. Everyone just slaps some mayo on the thing.
It's like as you
Load-bearing
immersion
mayo.
blend the mayo in the
Load-bearing
oil, you put it in the cornstarch.
That's the quote. That's the quote right there.
Oh no. Mayo and load do not go in the same
Oh,
sentence.
no.
Yeah, they do.
I'll tell you where they do go together, though.
I'm done.
My mom saw the clip that was like the mayo quote
Yeah.
because I have like mayo related trauma. Very real. I can tell you guys the story. My mom it came across her feed and she like sent it to Casey and she's like, not Haley and mayo. I was like, you have no idea.
Oh no.
One weird story. You guys can get it later.
No, it's fine. That's just, there's
I love it. All the things.
not many unique sentences left in this world.
Chat.
I think we found one.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll ever find out what mayo trauma is. Or I don't know if we'll ever explore that. But come join the Discord if you'd like to ask. The link is in the description below.
You want to know?
Mayo trauma.
I want to know.
Oh God.
Sorry, go ahead.
That's okay.
So sorry.
Our best shorts are about mayo.
We can't get away.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have anything that could
Call us
All that.
call us the Mayo Clinic.
I don't even remember what's going on.
Mayo. We're
yeah.
fixing a
I'm
flute.
trying to tie it
Fixing a
there.
flute
Okay.
to this tree.
I just forgot.
Not great. That's
We're doing
3 survival, you said?
Yes.
That's a 3 minus 2, 1.
Okay. The wind is so strong here, and that flute is able to catch the wind and project it out so well that every time you go to tie the knot, you actually start to hear the voice, ah, and it frightens you for a second as the knot comes undone. It clatters onto the ground. Ah.
Ooh.
You are unable to fasten it where it catches the wind appropriately. And even then, accompanied with that resonance, there is sort of a shrill whistle, like the flute is still damaged. It's going to need some repair before it can properly sing.
Oh, okay. In that case, I'm just going to inspect it and then probably just as we're walking start to try and repair it.
Okay. I'll have you make a check with your... So this is going to be...
Wood carver's tool.
It's going to be a woodcarver's tools, but I'm going to have you do insight.
Okay.
So insight check with your woodcarver's tools, as you all are walking as a group, and then we'll check in with Nanjanal.
Oh my God, Anjanal.
It was cast mending.
I think
Yeah.
it's the intent behind it. More than just...
We can
I don't
form a
think-
bond.
Mending can't repair like magic.
Oh yeah, that's a good
Like a
point.
magic item.
It's the carved flute that's got the like
Oh,
inlaid,
yeah, I
inherently
guess so.
magical
Yeah,
moss
yeah,
in the
yeah.
core of it.
That's true. Not repair magic.
Oh, it's broken?
Oh.
It's mundane items.
It
It
can
specifies.
it can repair the item. It can't restore the magic to
Yes.
the item.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
What was
What'd
that
you get?
insight you said?
Insight with your woodcarver's tools.
That's 14.
That's not that bad. I think while you're
Good check.
moving, it's
The
hard to
dice.
really focus. You're having to watch your footfalls because a lot of these stairwells that you're wandering are open to the expansive drop. You take some time to
No.
sort of refine it.
Definitely catches it.
Like look at the flute, and also like so tired and sleep deprived, just like.
If anything, you might even like pat him on the side of the shoulder, like keep him from falling over.
So close, you're about to pat me off the side like a glass of water.
I will say with that check that you at least get the flute looking better.
Yep.
It is no longer splintered on its edges. It's a bit smaller than it was before, but you imagined you'd have to lose some material along the way. There are still several cracks in it that will take some time and perhaps like some sort of bonding agent to to join.
Swear. I didn't say it.
Just gotta invent Bondo. We're good. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You can fix
Not far
everything
off.
with that.
But I think it's at about this time that Alar leads you to one of the lower floors, a sort of more off the beaten path area where there are many faces, but many of them are completely devoid of detail and texture. You see one and recognize it instantly, at least as a Luxodon. It looks like it has a long trunk, 2 tusks that have been worn down to more orc-like teeth. And then you see atop their head there appears to be some sort of an ornament, but you're not sure what it is.
Crisis will once again.
I don't really have any kind of questions for this person, the Luxodon necessarily. I would probably at some point while we're here want to kind of have a conversation. Everyone who's not met Sinai, who knows about Sinai, to then go back and talk to the spirit carvers. I just want to say that before I forget and we get tracked off to somewhere else.
I'm also in the background because I give no fucks about stuff that happened that long ago.
Okay.
Anything I would want to ask would be more in the last 20 years, which
makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, apparently I can't because the flute's not finished.
Well, I would say there are younger flutes here, although they're more just in the main thoroughfare, less in this old tree.
Yeah. That's what I mean. For this, I'm kind of just hanging back with Mags.
Gotcha.
If Xanopha's around, we're chilling.
I'll say then on the way here, that conversation could have happened, Caleb. On the way here, that conversation could have happened if you'd like to have pulled a few people aside.
Yeah.
I think you probably know Xenophra has something to do with Sinai. You maybe have heard Crisis and Xenophra chat about it at a time or two, or maybe I'm not sure.
I would probably ask him regardless because he's a Neravir.
That makes sense.
I think we talked about it. We talked about it after the, we stopped Gorodar.
That's
we
right.
Talk about it a little bit, about Christ sort of never knowing them specifically, but obviously they're infamous.
Yeah. Does anybody know about when Sinai showed up? And did you know him before he was the Unforgotten? Of him?
No.
Do we know about how long he's been, maybe not in power,
I feel like I should know that answer.
but how long he has been, not necessarily
You're
day
pretty young,
one.
and you would have been even younger at the time.
Surely I would have heard talks of it.
I think a low DC history check is in order here.
Do you think Crisis? Because Crisis would know when he became Sinai.
That you absolutely.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact date. The dates are actually in my notes. Yeah,
it would have been the first day of 165 was when he became the Unforgotten,
right?
Supposedly,
Yeah.
or they became the Unforgotten.
So that's when the announcement went out, which reverberated through the Neravir world.
That's more or less public knowledge.
Yeah,
Right? Because that kicked off
maybe not the
Revolt in
exact date,
Talismyr.
but
Yeah.
the roundabout.
Yeah. I just want to get as close to the year mark as possible.
Because it was 10 years ago, right?
About 12.
12?
11?
Of
Something
when
in that
he became
ballpark.
Sinai.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it happened 165. This is
But I
176.
was going to say, I figured I would at least know that.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want me to roll a history check or no?
No, I don't think so. I think you would know that.
And that would probably be pretty decent because I'm realizing it was fairly recent
Yeah.
and this is a newer carver, understanding that whole situation. I think anything that I was believing in was
Would have been in the purview of the
last carver.
carver who doesn't speak.
Correct.
How convenient.
Wait. When the flutes flute, there's no projection that comes up, right?
You don't see anything,
No.
if that's what you're asking.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no animation. There's just a wind that blows through them and you hear their voice.
With the trees, you mean?
Right. Well, that was kind of a moot point at the end of the day, I guess.
Moo point?
I am under the impression that Sinai either came here or sent someone here, or that some part of the Seerwood, mainly the moss, is somehow a key point to him becoming the Unforgotten. I would assume if that did happen, someone would have seen or known about him. The Carver didn't have a daughter or anything like that? Fuck.
Overture.
Overture is not there.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
She stayed to talk.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm pulling from meta knowledge of having played it. The reports and the stories that came out of Talismyr from the event where Sinai made a very public speech.
Yes.
Would it have come out in those records of what happened that he visibly was cured, transformed in a mob, a very visible mob of people on the streets in that moment?
Yes.
Okay. So like that knowledge that the whatever he was afflicted by happened on the streets of Talismyr.
Like people saw him change into the Unforgotten.
Yes.
I remember.
Our little
right,
crew of miscreants saw him do it. We gave him the pieces.
I forgot about that.
I did not know that. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like that was so
It happened very
visible.
publicly.
Very, very, very publicly. Like we literally crashed like a huge bird into the streets.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
and
I'm
then
just,
he made a speech to all of the
yeah.
gathered
But that doesn't,
people,
I guess, necessarily mean that, like, the moss had to be present there. Like, we would have seen it, you know? Like, I guess there
But I
could
think
have been
the records
some...
of like that happened very like publicly in front
Yeah, right. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
You could presume that there were more steps that happened to it, but
Of course. No, yeah, for sure.
yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
people alive, if he did come to the Seerwood, people who were like are alive now
Now.
might have seen a Nereveer come, and maybe they were named Sinai at that point.
to
Yeah.
to clear the air for and refresh things for all of you, and also to maybe inform anyone in chat who hasn't seen Treasures of Talismyr. Go watch it; it's a really fun campaign. What you all probably would have heard was that Sinai rose up against the Relician, essentially defeated one of their ilk, and as a show of good faith against as a show of good faith against them digging up relics of the past and basically desecrating the grave of a giant, they smashed that relic against the ground and were rewarded for their faith by being transformed into the Unforgotten.
So several ways that could be spun and viewed, but
I'm going to talk to the Loxodon now. If that's okay.
I'm just gonna pick another comfortable seat here and listen to you talk to dead people.
So again, Crisis sort of fidgets, is uncomfortable with themselves, but then finally goes up to the Loxodon and is like, "Do you know the name of a god that used to walk here?"
I don't know.
There's like a whispering sound that is exuding from Nanjanal's mouth. But at first, what you think is an exhale is actually an inhale. I came here many years ago looking for such a goddess. My people searched across many different planes looking for Iramor, the goddess of sight. Hoping that I might find her here.
This
I
bitch.
came
Triggered.
Yeah.
in search of her. Though I did not find Iramor, there can be no question.
For
There
Crisis,
was something greater here.
Okay, so he's saying that he didn't find Iramor here. There was something greater.
Something like Iramor or another god, basically.
Right.
There is some
Came
spiritual
looking for a
divine
god.
presence.
Found evidence of one, but not the one they were looking.
Exactly that.
Not the
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And... Never mind.
I mean, look, anytime you run into a Loxodon, you know Iramor is coming up.
Yeah.
Did you find the name of this other god? that you had found?
Pyraxis.
By all accounts, I believe her name to have been Asri.
Could you spell that for me?
AHSRI.
I was very close. I didn't have the H.
I said
Osri?
AZRE.
Do you know what they did?
In all my years of research, I was never able to uncover exactly their purpose for being laid to rest here. But as one that knows the giants well, I can tell you they do not die of natural causes. They do not.
Could it have been the malady?
As much as I know, the malady is a newer occurrence having to do with the trees themselves. In my later years, I saw it strike fear to the hearts of those who lived here, those who treasured these woods as much as they did their own lives. And I lived just long enough to see it cured.
In like my times in, I know I'm like not from the Searwood, but like,
I mean, you're about as from the Searwood as you get.
yeah, but not like in it, but like knowing that I spent a ton of time in woods in the surrounding areas, would I have encountered anything to like suggest that? Also knowing like Soot's views on religion and
I think
nature.
make a history or nature check. I think you can approach this a couple different ways. It's a matter of actually, I'm sorry, religion or nature. It's a matter of if you are trying to call to mind tales of specific divine beings, or if you're just sort of harnessing your understanding of the nature around you here.
That
Okay.
and like in my times in the woods, like kind of by myself. I'm not going to use support because it doesn't make sense right here. So 13.
I will say, with a 13, you understand, obviously, that the Searwood has a sort of supernatural element about it. The woods outside of the Searwood, there's magic there. You've experienced that firsthand. But it is not like what pervades these branches. And I would say even within your tribe, you have heard stories of the Searwood, but also spoken in reference as if they revere it as they would a religious thing.
Like the Searwood itself is sort of deified.
Deified, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
Okay.
Man,
My brain hurt.
if
I'm gonna be so for real. I don't really know what's going on.
That's okay.
I don't think any of us
This is
know because all
deeply personally relevant to us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
us being a little lost is okay. Like,
Yeah.
seeing
of a sudden he's got this hankering
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
to find God.
trying
Yeah.
to figure God out. You know?
the Great Pyraxis?
You sometimes he says.
I
"Call
keep
me
forgetting
daddy."
his name, but I was hoping it would be the raccoon god.
Oh, that would have been great.
Crisis would ask
Froggy's god.
if
I forget the name.
if Crisis is seeing them or being told to remember things, is that a way to bring a god back or goddess?
You're asking Nanjin all this?
Yes. Like with all their, study of gods and sort of following after them, that's something they understand or would know about.
Our people have searched high and low, right and left, for a lost goddess. And to my knowledge, we've not been successful in bringing her back. I'm not sure if it is possible. sometimes what's gone is gone. And sometimes what's gone has simply taken a different form.
Did you ever have conduits of Iramor, even though she was gone?
Part of the reason I left my people in Brisa was due to a rather troubling habit they had in their quest for seeking Iramor. They hoped to connect one of us to her. In the past, they'd noticed that Iramor had often chosen champions who were orphans. And so they left many of us upon the doorstep of the material plane.
Aloxon's not from the material plane?
Not in this setting.
Oh.
They are dwarves that went to the astral sea and got all messed up.
Oh. Okay.
All right, Alex's opinions on elephants.
Yeah.
And your knees bend backwards.
Oh, that too.
That's an ongoing.
I did write in my notes. I was like, elephants and memory? Question mark.
I, as Alex, will preface this by telling you that this is very, very deep Luxodon lore that does not have much bearing on the current adventure.
Right,
I don't want to get you guys sidetracked on
But
that.
basically,
weird.
what he's saying is that like they tried to make champions of Iramor. Did they actually like succeed though? Like, did those champions have power?
There was
Much colder when that door is open. No, let's just take.
actually, he would not know that.
Oh.
No.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
I keep having to remember this dude is like almost 400 years old.
Yeah.
And the events I'm thinking of are not that old.
Right,
so,
right. And then Crisis will like turn around back to the party. Well, I'm finished.
I also can't necessarily think of anything else to. I guess if you would know. Do you know what kind of being Osri was? I mean, were they
from all the histories I'd gleaned, though few they were, oral traditions passed down among peoples in the Searwood and surrounding areas. I think Osri was a gentle soul, nurturing and kind. Whatever happened to him, I imagine was quite tragic.
So were they like a human, a giant? Do you know, like...
If the stories are to be believed, it is her hair draped across the trees that give them their power. Very moss that allows the trees to sing as they do.
That's where your vision of hair came
Definitely a giant.
Yeah.
I believe that she was giant kin.
in. Who is this?
Ashri.
Ashri.
Yeah, this is the figure.
Osri, not Osh.
Oshkosh Bagosh.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
This was the figure that Crisis had a vision of in the
Yeah.
very beginning of the campaign.
Yeah.
Um,
Alexodon came here looking for Iramor, and this is
Yeah.
the
On this
divinity he
bitch.
found. Yes.
yeah.
And the hair is, or the moss is. her
Another
hair.
looking for Iramor and find something else situation.
God, what's gonna be the next campaign?
So many times.
Somebody else.
We
looking for
find
Iramor.
Oh man, don't get me started on what the last people looking for Iramor found.
Oh God.
One of my favorite little arcs of that campaign. That was fun.
Great.
I have no idea what's happening.
So,
Okay.
So
what
lost.
is everyone doing?
Ellenrin's kind of stuck. He's deep in thought. He's kind of going over everything that's happened so far, and trying to distract himself from the sending spell. Trying to put together why this place is important to Sinai. Like why, yeah, it's magic and he wanted to probably get rid of it because it's magic. But like, what? There's got to be magical places, or what was that word you said?
Deified.
Deified. Yeah.
Like, there's got to be other deified places closer to Talismyr that haven't been attacked yet.
If
Or I would assume.
touched by a
anyway.
god.
Would he not be motivated to get rid of the moss if it helps people like have a record of the past and like speak to?
But why?
Well, if it's inherently magical and he doesn't like magic, that's a pretty simple motivation, and it probably might not.
We've also kind of talked about the idea that his problems with magic started with the sort of obvious low-hanging fruit of like arcane magic and magic practitioners and like the commentary spell scrolls, but that the fear was that when does it stop? Like, when does it escalate to people,
Druidic
to magic,
forms of magic.
natural
Yeah, yeah,
magic,
yeah.
to magic from the gods, to that, like, you know, and because, like, he believes that, like, the magic, like, the Order of the First Truth is, like, using the power of the gods is a perversion of that. So, like, it's kind of...
Are you generally having this conversation out loud?
Staceria would
Probably.
100% have this with you if you're spiraling. Like, you know.
Crisis would.
My notebook out. There's
feel like-
yarn.
Yeah. We're like, I'm like, do you know how many letters I sent back and forth with people talking about this over the past 11 years? Like,
Soot would not be participating. That was Dylan.
Okay.
Are we Crisis would like, especially as the two of you are like rambling and talk to each other. Are we staying here for a moment?
You have another place to go?
I mean,
Not here.
curious if you wanted to leave or not.
I have no.
I don't have any questions for anyone here, to be honest.
In this particular moment, neither do I.
I think with
I just
that,
didn't know if you had another thought.
with that being said, Crisis would probably go like sit with either guided by Alar or just like Otiro when she comes back. Go sit with some of the sort of carvers, like there's some of the carvings of various people, and like not even like people that like necessarily matter, just random folk, and begin to sort of, well, like politically, sort of begin to like write down their story and asks about their story.
Okay.
Asks about who they were, what they went through, you know, what did they do. And we'll basically write as much as Crisis can get until they sort of fade like they do, and then move on to the next.
Okay.
Kind of just get into the swing of practicing an old profession.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice.
Makes a lot of sense. And I think because of that, I'm going to have you make, I think this would probably be I think this would be insight as well, knowing which questions to ask.
Okay.
To get the most information. Insight check with advantage because, like you said, you have practiced this.
I'm going to roll the Crisis dice.
Some big J journal.
See how much information you luck into here.
Oh, that's 25.
Okay.
I rolled a 19 and I got +6.
Without support. Just
Without support.
straight up.
Without
Hell
your
yeah.
support. I mean, I love your support. I'm sorry.
I think as you're going along asking the various carvings that are deteriorated to various degrees about their past, you get a multitude of stories. Some of them were just normal folk and happened to be some of the first carvings, but occasionally you'll stumble upon one that is of more significance. In particular, you find Raloran Trinthelis.
Okay. I'm gonna just...
names.
I don't want to know how it's spelled.
Yeah. It's fine.
Just put the phonetic spelling
worry about it.
in your notes.
I'll say it right if I ever have to repeat it.
This-
so.
This individual was the first speaker. This is the speaker before Alar. They were only a speaker for a short while because they were quite aged when they assumed the role.
Does that mean Alar was only the second speaker?
Alar is only the second speaker.
He's oldest.
Oh, good catch. Good
So
catch.
the role is
Very old, and Seer's not that old, apparently.
And he came when he was very young.
Yeah, but Alar's like...
So you learn that the Avenant Reclamation was about 20 years before the start of the malady. That's whenever the elves came in and pushed everyone out. You learn that they came in because there were people from Leoris attempting to harvest the trees for a chance to immortalize themselves.
Gotcha. Were they specific, like trying to actually extend? I don't know if they make the distinction. Were they trying to extend their lifespan, or were they simply trying to immortalize themselves in the wood, essentially?
The reason for their doing so is debated and was debated even in their time. But they knew at the very least that people from outside of the seer wood were coming in and cutting down the seer trees.
Okay, gotcha. And then I guess I don't necessarily care. Just more about this character.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else?
Yes, they ended up closing the borders to the seer wood, controlling it for a time until the malady set in. They sought out help.
Gotcha.
You know the rest of that story.
Yeah.
What you may not know is that they didn't necessarily change the name of the seer wood, but they altered its spelling to remove some of what the outside world knew about it. It used to be called the seer wood, as in like the seer's wood. SEER wood.
I don't know why that's so funny to me, but
Funny because
it's like whenever families get like
the name is
a spat and they remove a letter, a consonant from the last name.
I mean,
Like,
that's
fuck
how
you.
that's how language works.
Yeah.
Part of the beauty of it.
So especially when you're long-lived like elves, and you know, like, oh, if we keep it the same so that people don't realize we're changing it, but also change it so that new generations don't understand the significance, we can
Eleanor
protect
and I
it
have
in that
great
way.
advice for the terrible stain left on your name.
Letters.
You remove an L from.
You guys look over and we're workshopping like that.
what letter can we
Christ
change?
just like turns around and like gives like a if Christ could give a withering glare, it's a withering glare.
Okay, go ahead.
But no, that's
That's pretty much it. But I mean, it's quite a bit. You got a 25, so you earned that.
I would like Max would probably like to sit down with the Loxodon, and I think he's just going to ask about forgotten traditions and technologies, right?
Okay.
Specifically talking about like the water wheel and like all the things that he's noticed around here as out of place technologies, and specifically the wood and its aerodynamics and how that mixed with the magic creates a magical effect and things of that nature.
Dwarf to dwarf.
Yeah.
Having that conversation. Well,
It was Alexa.
yeah, exactly.
Loxodons are dwarves.
Oh,
Yeah, right. Sorry, I'm getting way into the weeds. So
He's loving this.
I missed that.
you went to speak to Nanjanal about this, and his response is more or less, the land of Brisa that I come from does employ some rather interesting technologies. But they're technologies from another time. A time when magic and science did intermingle. When I came back to the material plane, a place where my people had not been for many, many years, I was astounded to find that the way they went about making things was a little more tactile.
And Risa, where you're from, is
Brisa.
is interplanar.
Brisa
Kind of.
is on the astral sea. A rock floating through space.
Would any of us have heard of?
I don't think you would have.
Yeah,
You would be the only one out of us that would have.
yeah.
But
I will say, really high
crazy
DC
Yeah.
history check or Arcana check.
What was Sam's character's name?
Cheryl.
No.
Oh.
Valoth. Has Valoth or Drazad made it to this continent?
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
fuck.
Not yet.
When he says that, then he's going to be like, "Well, what's the actual sea?"
Yeah. And you talk to him until his voice runs out.
It is a world
another quarter.
between worlds.
Another quarter. Another quarter.
Yeah, exactly.
When the light fades at night and you stare up into the sky at those tiny pinpricks that stare back, do you ever wonder what lay beyond the sky?
Yeah, all the time.
There is many and much there. And the space between is the astral sea.
How do you get there?
There are many different ways. Magic, mostly.
Oh. Okay.
It is a dangerous place.
You know
Must
where I
warn you.
can find more information? You did a lot of research while you were here.
He did. If you haven't already, perhaps spend some time with the dwarves in Stinval.
Not likely, but maybe.
Perhaps it was because their technology was most familiar to me. My people.
Was it?
They seem to have a real grasp on the logic behind the science.
I'll show them my gauntlet. And can they see? It's a
Unfortunately,
face, right?
I'm not really able to. Unfortunately, I'm not really able to see.
You feel?
Unfortunately, I'm not really. They're really just able to hear and speak. Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering if I could like take it off and let the wind roll through it.
Oh.
I like the idea, but I think that's going to be really difficult. I will allow it to happen.
Rule of cool.
But I think the DC is going to be above 20 on a performance check.
Okay.
I think DC 23.
All right.
Very, very difficult.
Probably not gonna make it there. Well, I do have support. I do have a lot of support. Hold on.
Yeah.
Can
we all
Soot
do.
offer support to his boy?
Everybody, lend me your support.
Lend me your power.
You're all on your own on this.
Yeah.
Let's give it good juice.
You said performance? No, it's 17.
17.
I think. Yes, 17.
Okay.
19 minus 2.
Sorry, I
Oh yeah.
can't get a clear picture. But if it is a combination of science and magic, as my people were accustomed, there's not much of that here, but Stinval got the closest. As far as I've found.
Okay.
Gotta go home.
Did you ever go to the other continent?
There are several other continents.
Right.
It's been...
Roria. You ever been to Roria?
I spent a couple years in Roria, retracing the steps of my ancestors through Hollowed Hall.
You must go back.
Dangerous place.
Yeah. Heard there were 3 halls in Roria built by the dwarves.
Will be one.
Nobody knows where the 3rd one.
Okay. Yeah. This is dwarven technology, but from there. And I don't know a whole lot about it. It's been in my family for a long time. And have you ever heard of the iron fuses?
Trying to think of exactly how old he would have been and how long that history would have been.
Why does that name sound familiar?
That's my last name.
Okay.
Do you see it on the camera?
I literally was like,
all the
I
time.
got a letter from a dwarf in the last
mine.
campaign.
He said it last week too, and I had to look it up, and I was like, I think that's his last name.
I determined that it was possible for him to have heard the name Iron Fuse,
Okay.
but pretty unlikely that he'd remember it. So I rolled to see, and I got a natural 20.
Oh, shit.
It means he definitely doesn't remember.
You were super forgettable.
Yeah, sorry. The
Aye.
introvert.
If memory serves, there was a lesser-known family getting their start in Mines of Gonladier.
That's where I'm from.
And perhaps I knew your forebears.
That's crazy.
Did you know of their technology then?
It was my understanding they ran a mining operation, but it's not much to say about technology when it just blows stuff up.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Of course,
Thank you so much.
you find what you're looking for.
Maggie's gonna walk away, and he's gonna probably be choked up and kind of getting that insight into his old family.
His tears are mayonnaise.
And
God.
I
Sorry.
think that because that is such a perfect note to leave on.
No.
That is where we're going to end our session for tonight. I know it's a little bit early, but I have such a cool idea for what I want to do here at the start of next session.
Okay.
I have news. Alex's birthday is Friday. Everybody say happy birthday, Alex! Yay!
Don't guess how old I am. It'll
Yes.
be good.
Oh, I was just I guess.
No, you can guess. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think.
Join the Discord. You might
yeah.
find
More
than
than
less
less
than
than
half.
47 and a half.
47 and a half. Jeez.
No more than
No
less
more
than.
less than.
You can't be a half if it's his birthday.
Ah.
It's no more than less than.
So 47.
I have nothing clever to say. So, thank you guys so much for being here and tuning in for another episode of the Windsong Overture. If you're curious as to what I'm talking about whenever I say I have all kinds of ideas for the start of our next session, then you're going to want to tune in, not next week, but the week after. Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. We are going to be taking a bit of a break next week. We might still do something live, maybe just come hang out with y'all for a bit while we talk through the campaign so far. But regardless, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of what we have coming down the pipe. And until next time, go out there and make some chaos. Bye.
We're getting really good at that.
Are we going to do like a